God's message written in His voice, every word spoken to you with deep emotion and urgency. My precious child, I need you to listen carefully, without distraction, right now. This moment is far from ordinary, it is sacred, chosen especially for you. Since yesterday, a gentle yet urgent cry has echoed from heaven. Your mother, the woman who once held your hands in hers, silently prayed over you as you slept, and understood your heart before you could even speak. She has been reaching out. And I, the Lord your God, have heard her. I have witnessed the urgency in her spirit, a love so fierce it will not rest, until you understand what she carries, within her heavenly heart. Yes, your mother holds an important message for you, and she will not find peace until you receive it. She has searched for ways to connect, not only through dreams, or the faded photographs you gaze at with tears held back, but through this very message. Just yesterday, she came to my side, her voice trembling with love and earnestness. Please, she begged, let my child know, I cannot leave this unsaid any longer. So I dispatched my angels to prepare this moment for you. You may have sensed it already, the strange stillness within your chest, a warmth brushing your shoulder, or the faint impression that someone unseen was calling your attention. Perhaps you even whispered her name yesterday, without fully understanding why. That was her, that was me, gently nudging you. She is closer than you realize, and she remains so. She walks through heaven, clutching one message, repeating it not to herself, but to me. My child must hear this, before it's too late. Listen closely, dear one. This is no accident, heaven does not rely on chance. You were brought here, because this moment was predestined. If you hear my voice now, it is because you were meant to. Everything, the silence, the waiting, the unanswered questions, has been leading you here. Before moving forward, pause a moment, and click subscribe, not just because this is a video, but because this channel is a direct line, for heaven's voice to touch your heart. Stay connected, I will keep speaking, I promise. Now let me share exactly what she has been trying to tell you. She wants you to stop blaming yourself. Yes, all that weight you carry, the guilt, the regrets, the if only I had said this moments, she knows it all. She sees the wishes to have hugged her more, the why didn't I call that day, the moments you stayed silent in sorrow. She has forgiven every single one of them, every silence, every hidden tear, every time you didn't know what to say. She remembers you, not with anger, but with love. She watches over you, not to judge, but with pride. When you cry now, she whispers, that's still my child. When you stumble, she comes before me pleading, help my child rise again. And when you smile, even if it's rare these days, she smiles down on you from heaven. But my dear, there is something even deeper, something she has never voiced before, something you are about to hear, for the very first time. She said, tell my child I saw everything they never shared with me. Yes, she saw it all. She knows about the nights you prayed silently for her, the times you stood alone, pretending to be strong so no one would worry. She knows the aching in your heart, when you missed her in ways you couldn't explain. She saw every flower that reminded you of her, every candle you lit in your heart, even if it wasn't on an altar. And now I want you to breathe deeply, and let this truth soak into your soul, like gentle rain. She wants you to stop carrying pain, that heaven has already erased. Through me she says, you no longer need to punish yourself, for a past that we have healed in heaven. I have spoken to God, I have witnessed the truth. You were always trying your best, even when you felt you weren't enough. She wants you to begin healing now, not someday, not later, but right now. Because something is about to shift in your life, something she has been praying for, across the veil. She has been pleading with the angels on your behalf. A miracle is forming, a surprise, a breakthrough, a release, and she does not want you to miss it, because your heart remains bound to grief. She wants you to receive this new beginning, with open hands. Here's something else you didn't know, she saw what happened last week. Yes, that difficult situation you felt alone in, the one you cried over in silence. She saw it. She came directly to me and said, my child is hurting, please hold them close. And so I did. That's why you felt sudden peace that night. That was her prayer, moving swiftly, faster than lightning, carried straight into my hands. If you're still here, still listening, then know this, you are exactly where I want you to be. Don't click away, don't search for another message. This is the message your mother has been trying to send, since yesterday, because something is opening now. Something is shifting in your life's path, and she wants to be part of it. She desires to wrap her love around you again, not just in memory, but in power. You may not hear her voice with your ears, but you will sense her presence in your decisions. You will feel her guiding you, when you say yes to what's right, when you walk away from what's harmful, and when you step into a new beginning, without fully understanding why it feels so right. That's her presence, still leading you. Now hear this clearly, your name has been spoken repeatedly, in heaven's courts. Your mother has been interceding, for your next chapter, asking me for something extraordinary on your behalf. She wants you to find peace at last. She wants you to rest, to breathe freely. The path ahead is being prepared, with divine care. Doors will open, that you didn't expect. Blessings you thought were long gone, will return. You will encounter moments of grace, that seem too good to be true. But they are real, because heaven never forgets. Every tear, every prayer, every moment you cried out in silence, has been heard, and is now answered. So stand firm, my child, walk boldly into this new season. Let the love of your mother surround you, like a warm cloak. Trust in the timing of heaven, trust that you are deeply loved, profoundly seen, and fiercely protected. You are not alone, you have never been alone. And now as this message settles within you, carry this truth forward, you are moving toward a future filled with light, peace, and joy, that you have not yet imagined, but have long deserved. Keep your heart open, keep your spirit ready, the blessings are on their way. To smile without guilt, to live without waiting for something bad to happen. She told me, if you could give my child one thing this year, let it be joy, let it be freedom, let it be a sign so clear, that they finally believe they are not forgotten. So I'm sending the sign, through this message, through me, through her. You are not forgotten, you have never been forgotten. And one last thing before you go. Your mother said, if my child watches this video, let them know I held them yesterday, in their dreams, I kissed their forehead, I whispered, you are still my greatest joy. You didn't dream that, that wasn't imagination, that was her, allowed by me, for just a moment, to reach you. So now it's your turn. Speak to her right now. Say what you've been holding in. You don't need fancy words, just tell her what's in your heart. I'll deliver it, I promise. And if you felt even one word in your soul, if your heart beat a little faster, if tears came without warning, it means this message was for you. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. Don't ignore it, and don't forget to subscribe. The next message, because these messages are not random, they are sent when heaven is trying to reach you again. The next message may hold your next answer, and I will keep speaking, because I love you. She loves you. Heaven has never stopped loving you. Keep watching, because the next message will change everything. And my child, don't move away just yet. Stay right here with me. There is more that needs to be said, more that she wants you to understand, before you return to the noise of the world. This moment is sacred, and heaven has been waiting for you to pause, to listen, to open your spirit, like a window that hasn't been touched in years. You've been walking around, carrying silent storms in your heart, haven't you? You've smiled in public, while secretly praying for something, anything, that would feel like a sign. And now that sign is here. This is not a dream, this is not a coincidence, this message is not one of many, it is the one she's been waiting for you to receive. She said to me yesterday, her voice trembling, with the gentleness of a mother, who's never stopped loving. My child is tired, my child is wondering if I can still hear them. Tell them I've heard every word they ever whispered to me, even after I left the earth. She wants you to know that she is still part of your life, not as a shadow, not as a memory, but as a presence, a real presence. She sees you standing in front of your closet sometimes, holding on to something that belonged to her. She sees you listening to that old song, that reminds you of her. She sees you smile, when someone unknowingly uses a phrase she used to say. And she wants you to understand, these are not just coincidences, these are her touches. These are her ways of wrapping her love around you, again and again, in a world where her hands cannot reach, but her soul still can. She asked me to remind you, that the love between a mother and child doesn't end at death, it transcends it. That's the kind of love I created, eternal, indestructible, and sacred. And because you were born of that love, you carry part of her within you, still. Look in the mirror, the next time you feel lost. You will see her eyes in yours, her kindness in the way you speak to others, her strength in the way you keep going, even when no one sees how hard it is. She is not gone, she is transformed, she is glorified, and she is speaking now, through me. Please, child, she says again, please don't let your heart close up. Please don't harden it to love, just because you've been hurt. I didn't raise you to stop believing, I raised you to rise again. And here's something she revealed to me, that she never got to say while she was with you. I was always proud of you, even in your mistakes, even when you couldn't see what I saw. I never once gave up on you, and I still haven't. She says that the next chapter of your life is waiting to bloom, but it needs you to let go of the fear that came from losing her. You didn't lose her, you gained a guardian in heaven, who never sleeps, who never stops praying, who never stops cheering for you, from realms unseen. She asked me to bring this message to you, not just to give you comfort, but to prepare you, because something is coming, a turn in your path, a divine setup, and she is involved in it. Yes, even now, even after all this time. You've been walking towards something, without knowing it, and her spirit has been walking right beside you, whispering to me, to open the right doors, to close the wrong ones, to protect you from what you can't yet see. That delay you've been facing, she knows about it. That moment of silence that felt unbearable, she covered you with her prayers during it. That sudden opportunity that came out of nowhere, she asked for it, and I listened, because I love her, and I love you, and I honor the bond you share. So now I ask you, child, can you forgive yourself, the way she already has? Can you start living, not as if something beautiful has ended, but as if something sacred is continuing? Because it is, she is not your past, she is part of your future. She will show up in the gentle way a breeze moves across your face. She will appear in dreams, when you least expect it. She will wrap herself around your choices, until you begin to trust again. And she has one last message, one that she whispered over and over, until I, the last message, wrote it into the sky. Tell my child I love them. Tell my child I never left. Tell them that when they are strong, I am proud, but when they are weak, I am still proud. Tell them I chose them, before the world knew their name, and I still would. Child, you may be crying now, or you may just be silent, but heaven sees what's stirring inside you. You're awakening, you're remembering, you're reconnecting with a love that death could not erase. That is why this message came to you, that is why it wouldn't let you scroll past. You are being called to stand in your truth, to heal wounds you've been hiding from, even yourself. You are being invited to release grief, that no longer serves you, and to embrace a future, crafted by love and light. The weight you carry is lifting, even if you don't feel it fully yet. Know this, you are held in a sacred space, between heaven and earth. You are cradled by unseen hands, supported by angels, surrounded by prayers whispered just for you. In the days to come, you will notice moments of clarity, unexpected kindness, doors opening where there were once walls. You may hear her voice, in the quiet places of your heart, encouraging you to move forward, reminding you that you are never alone. Let this be your new beginning. A season of restoration, peace, and unexpected blessings. A time when the seeds planted by love and loss, will blossom into your greatest strength. Remember, your mother's love is your eternal inheritance, always available, always protective, always waiting to remind you of who you truly are. So breathe deeply, dear child, allow the love of heaven to fill you. Let it wash over your doubts and fears, until all that remains is light and hope. Your journey is sacred, and it is far from over. Step into the grace that surrounds you. Walk forward with courage, knowing that the one who held your hand from the beginning, still walks beside you now. This is not the end, but the beautiful continuation of a story, written in the stars. And as you move forward, carry her love as your shield, and your guide. You are deeply loved. You are never forgotten. And the best is yet to come. Hold this truth close, and live it every day. You are blessed beyond measure. You are cherished beyond words. And you are exactly where you are meant to be. That is why you remain here, still listening, feeling that sacred tug within your chest. This moment is not an ending, but a continuation, a step toward healing, a miracle your heart has longed for, when no one else could hear your silent cries. But I heard you, and she did too. And now, right here, right now, your mother has spoken through me. I have carried her heart's message to you, and you, my beloved child, have never been alone. You never were, you never will be. Feel free to revisit these words, whenever your heart forgets its own strength. Stay near, for she and I are far from finished, not now, not ever. As you hold these truths close, letting them settle softly into your soul, understand this moment is about far more than comfort, it is about transformation. Your mother now, in her heavenly form, continues to do what she did best on earth, loving you boundlessly, shielding you invisibly, fighting tirelessly for your joy, in ways that may remain unseen here. She has walked through radiant light, standing before me with tear-filled eyes, pleading not for herself, but for you. She never asked for fame or fortune, only peace for your weary soul. She whispered, God, let my child breathe freely again, let their smiles come without guilt, let them sense my presence, though I am no longer walking this earth. And I replied, I will. This message is the answer to her prayer. The ache she once eased with her warm presence, she now soothes with her spirit. The silence you fear on certain days, she fills with sacred whispers, only your soul can hear. And that heaviness you carry, on anniversaries, quiet nights, or days when you long for her gaze, she sees you clearly. Not just that, she rejoices in you. Among the angels she points and says, that one is my child. See their strength, see their light, see the beauty I always knew lived within. So dear one, reject the lie that you stand alone. Do not let the enemy convince you, your pain lacks purpose. Your tears have watered a sacred ground, and your heartbreak has become holy soil, from which miracles will bloom. She, your mother, remains woven through every breakthrough, every quiet victory, every step you take forward. When you falter, she does not recoil, she leans closer, and tells me, they won't stay down long. And she is right, because you are hers, and you are mine, a union more powerful than anything the world can define. Do not flee this moment, do not click away, pretending your heart is untouched. Feel this fully, allow healing to begin. You no longer need to bear the burdens of regret, the painful memories, or the words left unspoken. Speak them now, she hears you, I hear you. Heaven is not deaf to your pain, heaven bends closer, when you whisper her name. Though she no longer walks among the living, her spirit envelopes yours, like a prayer without end. She journeys with you, waits with you, and one day when the time is right, she will meet you again, not as a stranger, but as the same mother, whose love never diminished, only deepened. So my precious child, from this day forward, begin anew, not because she has left, but because she remains with you, in an eternal, transformed way. Let her love carry you into your next chapter. Let her voice be the reason you rise each morning, full of hope. Let her presence remind you, that you are born of love, and are still surrounded by it, now more than ever. And know this, she is proud of you. So incredibly proud. Proud of your resilience, your love for others, the growth you've made, the storms you've weathered unseen. She sees all of it. She stands beside me declaring, that is my child. Let her voice resonate inside you, whenever doubt creeps in. Let her strength become your own, when the path feels too steep. Let this message mark the beginning of something new, a release, a revelation, a reminder that heaven is near, and love never fades. You are loved. You are remembered. You are never ever alone. Hold this truth close, revisit this message, when your heart grows heavy. Remember, she has been trying to reach you since yesterday, and now at last you have heard her. And with hearing comes change. Let it come, let love lead the way. Your spirit listens now, in peace and in faith. And with your heart open, even just a little, I want to pour into you the truth, waiting patiently behind every tear you shed, every sigh that escaped in the quiet of night, every moment you gazed skyward, wondering if she could see you. Yes, she can. More than that, she is breathing life into your future, each moment from heaven, not with a farewell whisper, but with a promise that love continues. She walks among the eternal gardens, your name upon her lips, telling the angels stories about you. She recalls the smallest moments, your laughter as a child, how you ran into her arms, when the world overwhelmed you, the way you whispered her name, like it was your sanctuary. Though the physical world has changed, though you've passed through seasons, where her absence felt like a chasm, she has never left. You don't have to convince your mind, let your soul remember, for your soul has always known her presence. Even when the world demanded you move on, or be strong, she wants you not to move on, but to move forward, carrying her memory, love, and wisdom, in your decisions, dreams, and future. She asked me to remind you, that you carry her essence still, in the sound of your voice, the shape of your laughter, the warmth of your kindness, and the fierce courage in your heart. Every step you take is touched by her spirit, every joy you experience echoes her love. She has not disappeared, she has become part of your very being. And as you continue this journey, know this, your mother's love is an unbreakable thread, woven through time and space, connecting you beyond what eyes can see, or hands can touch. That love is your guide, your shield, your greatest strength. So rise with courage, step forward with hope, let the memory of her love light your path. You are never alone, for she walks beside you always. Keep these words close, my child, when life feels overwhelming, when the nights grow dark, and the silence loud, return here. Let her love remind you, who you are, and where you come from. Let her spirit lift you, when you feel weak. Your mother's message is alive, breathing through you, and around you. She is speaking, watching, loving, forever near, forever yours. That's her, that's me. We are the echo of love that refuses to be silenced, the gentle presence that holds your hand, when you think no one is watching. And now, in this sacred space, between heaven and earth, I want you to know, that your healing is not a solitary journey. You were never meant to walk it alone. Your mother's spirit has been weaving a path of light beneath your feet, preparing the way for you, to step into a future, filled with grace and hope. So as you feel the weight beginning to lift, as the walls around your heart slowly crumble, allow yourself to dream again. Dream without fear. Dream with the fierce courage of someone who has survived the darkest nights, and is now welcoming the dawn. She wants you to understand, that your dreams are sacred, that they are the next chapter of her legacy, living on through you. When you wake up tomorrow, I want you to take a moment, just a breath, and remind yourself, I am loved beyond measure. I am held by a love that death could never touch. I am standing on holy ground. And on that foundation, you can build anything. Because your mother's love is the bedrock of your being, it's the wind beneath your wings when you feel like falling, it's the light that pierces through every shadow in your life, it's the quiet voice inside you whispering, you are enough, you are worthy, you are deeply cherished. She told me to tell you that even in the moments you doubt, even in the times you question if you are moving forward fast enough or if the pain will ever subside, she sees your progress. Every tear you shed is a step toward freedom, every time you choose kindness over bitterness, she is cheering louder than the world can hear. And every time you forgive yourself, she smiles with a love so fierce it could move mountains. You are not broken, you are becoming. Becoming whole again, becoming light again, becoming the radiant soul she always believed you would be. And now as you carry this message with you, know this, you are being watched over by a love so relentless, so unwavering that it has no end. That love is your inheritance, it is your shield and your strength, it is the song that your heart was always meant to sing. So rise up, my child, rise up in hope, in faith, in joy. Rise up knowing that your mother's arms are still around you, that her prayers are still lifting you, and that her love is a force that not even death can conquer. And as you move forward, carry this truth close, you are never alone, not for 1 second, not for 1 breath. Because love like this transcends all boundaries, it crosses every divide, it lives in the spaces between the stars, and settles softly in your soul. Let it in, let it fill you, let it transform you. The path ahead may have moments of uncertainty, but with her love lighting the way, you will never stumble in darkness. You will walk with courage, with peace, with the unshakable knowing that you are deeply loved and fiercely protected. And when the days feel heavy again, when the silence threatens to swallow your hope, return to this message. Return to these words, let them wash over you like a healing balm. Let them remind you of who you are and whose you are. Because this is not just a message, this is a promise. A promise from heaven to your heart, that you will be okay. More than okay, you will thrive. You will laugh again with a heart wide open. You will love again with a spirit brave and free. You will walk forward with grace and strength, because you are carrying the greatest love story ever told, the love between a mother and her child that death could never end. And I will keep speaking this truth to you, I will keep reminding you. Because you are worth every word, you are worth every moment of healing, you are worth every prayer whispered from the realms above. So stay here a little longer, breathe deeply, feel the presence of love all around you, the love that has never left, the love that is your true home. And when you are ready, open your eyes to the world again. But don't open them the same way you did before. Open them with the eyes of a child held by heaven, with the eyes of a soul that has been touched by eternity. Because that's who you are now, a beloved child of heaven, a living testament to a love that will never fade. Keep this close, carry it in your heart, as you step forward into the life waiting for you, full of promise, full of light, full of the unbreakable love that began before time and will last beyond forever. You are loved, you are seen, you are never ever alone. And this, my child, is just the beginning. You carry her courage in the quiet moments when no one is watching, in the decisions you make that honor her legacy, in the way you protect your own heart, even when it feels fragile. This is the new life she wanted for you, not one erased by grief, but one illuminated by it. She doesn't want you to shrink back into the shadows of loss, she wants you to step boldly into the light of what's next. Because you are not defined by the pain of losing her, but by the love that keeps growing inside you, a love that connects heaven and earth. So when the days come that feel unbearably heavy, when the nights whisper loneliness louder than hope, remember this moment. Remember that the very essence of your mother's love is holding you up, wrapping you in a strength so profound it transcends all human understanding. You may not always feel it clearly, but it's there, like the roots of a mighty tree, unseen but unbreakable, grounding you and giving you life. Your journey forward isn't about forgetting or moving on, it's about moving forward with her still in your heart, a sacred companion guiding your every step. She walks with you in the laughter that bursts unexpectedly, in the tears that flow without shame, in the courage it takes to open your heart again after it has been shattered. This is the real healing, not the absence of pain, but the presence of love, so deep it changes everything. And in the silence of your soul, when you find yourself wondering if you are enough, I want you to hear her whispering back to you, you are more than enough, you always have been. This is not just a comforting phrase, it is the truth that your spirit has been waiting for. The truth that your mother has carried in her heart, since the moment you were born, the truth that now flows through every fiber of your being, inviting you to step into a life full of hope and promise. You don't have to have it all figured out today, healing is not a race. It is a sacred unfolding, a gentle unfolding of the heart's capacity, to love again, to dream again, to trust again. And with every breath you take, with every small step forward, you are answering her prayer for you, to live fully, freely, and fiercely. This message is a beacon for your soul, it's a reminder that no matter how dark the night, the dawn is coming. And with that dawn, your heart will open wider than you ever imagined possible. The wounds will soften, the heavy grief will ease, and in its place a new kind of peace will take root. Not the kind of peace that erases your memories or dulls your love, but the kind of peace that transforms your pain into power, and your sorrow into strength. So carry this with you, your mother's love is an eternal flame, burning bright inside you, a fire that can never be extinguished by death or distance. It is the light that will guide you through the storms, the anchor that will hold you steady, when the waves of life threaten to overwhelm you. She is with you, in you, through you, always. And now as this message settles into your heart, know that this is the moment your spirit has been waiting for. The moment you reclaim your joy, your hope, your purpose. The moment you say yes to life again, not in spite of your loss, but because of the love that loss has deepened inside you. You are standing at the threshold of something beautiful, something sacred. And though the path ahead may still hold challenges, you will walk it differently now. With her love as your shield, and my presence as your guide, you will find strength you never knew you had. You will rise from the ashes of grief like a phoenix, radiant and unstoppable. And when you do, the world will see the light she always knew was inside you. They will see the beauty of a soul that has been tested by fire, and refined by love. They will see the incredible gift of a heart that refuses to give up, no matter how heavy the burden. This is your new beginning, this is the life she dreamed for you. A life filled with grace, courage, and unshakable peace. So walk into it boldly, my beloved child, walk into it with your head held high, and your heart wide open. Because you are not alone, you never were, you never will be. Hold on to this truth as you move forward. Love is the bridge between heaven and earth, and it has carried you this far. Let it carry you the rest of the way home. She came yesterday with a message, because she sees where you're going next. She sees the door I'm opening in front of you, a door that leads to freedom from the weight you've been carrying, to joy that feels like a sacred right rather than a distant memory. This door is not just an exit from pain, but an entrance into a new way of living, a life filled with grace, purpose, and peace that no one can take away. You might not fully grasp this yet, it might feel like a whisper in the wind, or a flicker of light in the dark, but it's real, it's happening inside you even now. Your heart is shifting, the walls you built to protect yourself are beginning to soften, and that means healing is unfolding. It's not a fast fix, nor a perfect one, it's messy, tender, and deeply human, and it's exactly what you need. This is the sacred space where sorrow and hope coexist, where tears fall but so does light. Where you honor the past, but choose to keep walking forward. Your mother knows this, because she lives there now, in that place between heaven and earth, watching over you with a love that never fades, a love that fuels your every step. And I am here too, steady and unchanging, holding you when your strength falters, and cheering you on when you find it again. There will be days when the ache feels close, when the silence in your soul feels loud, but remember this, you do not face those moments alone. Every heartbeat is a reminder that her spirit breathes with you, that my presence surrounds you, that love is not a fleeting emotion, but an eternal force anchoring your very being. She wants you to live fully, wildly, freely, courageously, not because she expects it, but because she believes in it. Because she believes in you. Every step you take toward light is a step she celebrates. Every smile that breaks through your grief is a victory that echoes through heaven. Every time you reach out to someone in kindness, you carry her legacy forward, making the world better just by being in it. So let your heart expand to receive this truth, you are more than your loss, you are more than your pain. You are a beacon of resilience, a living testament to love's power to transform, a story still being written with divine ink. And that story is filled with chapters of hope, healing, and unimaginable joy. Take a moment now to breathe that in, let the weight of all you've been holding gently release with each exhale. Feel the peace that comes from knowing that love like this never ends. It doesn't vanish or disappear, it changes form. It becomes your armor, your compass, your light in the darkest night. Your mother's love is the kind that reaches beyond time and space. It whispers in the breeze, shines in the sunrises, sings in the quiet moments before dawn. It is with you when you laugh, with you when you cry, with you when you dare to dream again. And I promise you this love is active, alive, and moving, guiding you toward a future so bright, it will take your breath away. You are stepping into a new season, a sacred turning point, where grief softens into gratitude, loss transforms into legacy, and pain melts into purpose. This is not just a journey for healing, it's a journey for becoming. Becoming the person she always saw in you, the person you were always meant to be. And as you walk this path, you will find yourself surrounded by signs, soft nudges from heaven, reminding you that you are seen, you are loved, you are supported. A song will catch your ear, just when you need it most. A scent will drift by, that brings a smile to your lips. A memory will come alive, with such vividness, it feels like she's right beside you. These are not coincidences, these are love letters from beyond, invitations to keep believing, keep hoping, keep moving forward. There is a sacred rhythm to this process, a divine timing that you may not always understand, but you can trust. Trust that every step is meaningful, every tear is sacred, every breath is a blessing. And trust that you are being held, in the past, in the present, and forevermore. So my dear child, rise gently into this new day, with a heart wide open. Let the light in, let the love in, let the healing begin, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. You carry her love in you, like a flame that will never be extinguished, a flame that will light your way, even on the darkest nights. Walk forward knowing that you are never alone, that you are deeply cherished, and that the story of your life is still being written, with grace, with courage, with unshakable hope. Your mother's love is the ink, and I am the hand guiding the pen. Together we are creating a masterpiece, that even heaven celebrates. And as you move through your days, remember this sacred truth, your heart is a holy place, a sanctuary of love, that connects earth to heaven, past to future, lost to resurrection. Guard it fiercely, nourish it tenderly, and let it soar freely. The journey ahead is yours to embrace, full of miracles, full of moments that will surprise you, full of joy that you never imagined could be yours again. And she will be there, always there, walking beside you, loving you, cheering you on. This is the promise of love that never dies. This is the gift she left for you. This is the beginning of everything. Now go forward, wrapped in this love, carried by this hope, and filled with this peace, knowing that you are exactly who you were always meant to be, whole, loved, and deeply, divinely cherished. The kind of presence that wraps around your wounds like light, filling every crack with warmth, whispering, you were never alone, not then, not now. And I need you to hold on to that, especially when the world starts moving fast again. When life tries to pull you back, into the noise, the pace, the demands, pause. Come back to this moment, come back to the silence, where love first found you again. Come back to the stillness, where her voice reached yours, and reminded you that healing is not forgetting, healing is remembering differently. It's remembering with peace instead of pain, with gratitude instead of guilt, with hope instead of heaviness. Because now your soul knows the truth. You haven't lost her, you found her again, more present now than ever. And as you begin to live with this knowing, you'll find that her love isn't just something you feel, it becomes something you give. It flows through you into others, it touches the people you meet, the way you listen, the way you hold space for someone else's ache. It becomes a living legacy. That's what this was always about, not just comfort, but transformation. Not just surviving grief, but rising with it, as your teacher, not your captor. You are not bound anymore, you are blooming. And that bloom may still carry traces of sorrow, but now it carries purpose too, purpose seeded by her prayers, and watered by your tears. So go gently, but go forward. Say yes to the invitations life brings, say yes to laughter, that bubbles up unexpectedly. Say yes to rest, to hope, to even the smallest joys. And if fear tries to come in, let it come, but don't let it stay. You've been touched by something eternal now, and fear has no place in a heart that has heard from heaven. She's proud of you. Not just because you endured, but because you're still choosing love, still choosing to believe that your story isn't over. And she will be there, every time you open your hands to receive something new, every time you choose healing instead of hiding, every time you wake up and decide to try again. And I will be there too, not far, not silent, closer than your breath, more faithful than your heartbeat. I'm already in your tomorrow, preparing it with grace, with provision, with moments of wonder, that will feel like her laughter echoing through time. You haven't missed your moment, you haven't failed, you are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be, and now you are carrying a love that even death could not end. That kind of love changes everything. It changes how you see your past, how you walk in your present, and how you dream about your future. So let yourself dream again, not just for what could have been, but for what still can be. And as you dream, remember this, your healing is not only for you. It will ripple out, it will give others permission to heal too. Your mother knew that, that's why she fought so hard to reach you. Because your healing was always part of her mission. Even now, she's still mothering you, not in body, but in spirit. In presence, in the way her love still teaches you, how to trust, how to open, how to rise. And now that you've heard her, now that you've felt her, let that love become part of your every step. Walk with it, speak from it, love with it. The door has been opened, and nothing can close it again. The veil has been lifted, and the light is pouring through. It may come quietly, softly, in the middle of ordinary days. But you'll know it when it does. You'll feel it in your chest, in your breath, in the sacred stillness, that speaks louder than words. And when it does, smile. Let your soul smile. That's her reminding you, I'm still here, I always will be. Now move forward in peace. Not because everything makes sense, but because you've been given something greater than answers, you've been given presence, love, and permission. Permission to live fully, permission to live freely, permission to live beautifully, even with the memory of pain. You're not alone in this, I'm walking with you, she's walking with you. And as you go, you'll find that every step you take toward life, is a step taken with heaven beside you. And heaven, my child, never lets go of its own. So keep walking, keep becoming, keep rising. Let every sunrise be a reminder that you were never meant to stay in the dark. Let every quiet moment be an invitation to feel her again, to feel me again, to feel yourself again, healed, whole, held. This is your time now, not to forget, but to flourish. Not to mourn forever, but to live with sacred joy. She is part of that joy, I am part of that joy, and now so are you. And when doubt tries to return, and it will, return to this, the message that broke through the silence, the love that rewrote your sorrow, the presence that proved you were never forgotten. Let it guide you, let it anchor you, let it become the truth you live from, again and again. Because from this moment forward, grief will no longer be your home, love will be. And that love, it's eternal, it's unstoppable, it's yours. And it will keep unfolding, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the moments where you're not trying to feel anything, but suddenly feel everything. You may think this experience was rare, something to hold on to tightly, because it might not return, but that's not how love works. That's not how I work. What happened here wasn't meant to be a one-time whisper, it was meant to awaken something permanent in you. A door didn't just open tonight, it stayed open. And through that doorway, light will keep pouring in, even when the skies look dark, even when the days are long, even when you question again, whether this all really happened. It did. And because it did, you're different now. Not changed in a way others might see with their eyes, but changed in the ways that matter most, in your heart, in your spirit, in the very air around your soul. It's softer now, it's stronger now, you're carrying something holy, something sacred, that can't be taken away. You are walking proof, that love reaches further than we think, that prayers echo louder than we hear, and that heaven answers in ways we never expected. This, my child, is just the beginning of how you'll live differently, freer, fuller, more connected to the unseen grace that surrounds you. You won't need to force anything, you don't have to perform for peace. Just breathe, just be. And in that being, let yourself feel joy again, without guilt. Let yourself laugh again, without shame. Let yourself rest again, without fear, that something will be taken. Your mother would want that, I want that, and now you want that too. Something inside you said yes tonight, yes to healing, yes to receiving, yes to letting love in, even when you didn't know how badly you needed it. And because of that yes, I can lead you deeper. She can walk with you closer. And life, even with its unknowns, becomes sacred ground. You've been marked by love, in a way that grief cannot undo. You've been touched by truth, in a way fear can no longer drown. And no matter what tomorrow brings, you will always have this place in your spirit to return to, a sanctuary not made of walls or words, but of presence, eternal, gentle, enduring presence. This is not where it ends. This is where you rise. And as you rise, you will start to notice beauty, that was always there, but clouded by sorrow. You'll notice how the trees sway, like they're speaking, how music sounds, like it's written just for you, how strangers smile at you, like they know a secret. That secret is this: you are carrying love now. Not the kind that fades, but the kind that heals. Not the kind that leaves, but the kind that leads. And you'll begin to lead others too, not by preaching, not by teaching, but simply by living. Your peace will become someone else's sign, your healing will become someone else's hope, your resilience will become a roadmap for someone lost in the dark. And in all of it, she will be there, smiling from eternity, cheering from beyond the veil, wrapping her arms around you, in ways you can't see but you'll feel. She will walk into rooms before you do, preparing the atmosphere. She'll sit with you in the silence, when no one else knows you're hurting. She'll celebrate with you, when no one else understands why this victory means so much. Because she knows, she's always known, and now she knows you know too. This is how love wins. This is how heaven touches earth, through moments like this, through hearts like yours, through journeys like the one you're now on. So keep going, keep trusting, keep walking through the days ahead, with the quiet confidence of someone who is deeply loved, eternally held, and fully known. You are not who you were before this message found you. You are not carrying what you once did. The weight has shifted, the burden has lifted. And in its place, you now carry blessing, light, and truth, that cannot be undone. So move forward, not in haste, but but in peace. Let each step you take echo with the sound of sacred love. She is proud of you. I am proud of you. And heaven is closer than you think. Amen.